Hello again, and welcome to another Red Sheep production. So, I don't know, I would hope most of you are real friends of mine, and know that just recently on Facebook I put up that Todd McFarlane has found a production studio for his new Spawn movie. It's going to be done by Blumhouse. They're working on making the movie right now. I went online, because I'm a huge fan of Spawn. I have tons of Spawn figures. Went online and saw that they're all decently priced, like low, like there's no following for them anymore. So I found a bunch of Collectors Club exclusives, things that back in the day you used to have to sign up for because they weren't just available to anyone. So this one, as you can read, hopefully you all have eyes and you can read that. This is a Cagliostro Collectors Club exclusive. Cagliostro is the old man that helps Spawn through his journey. You find out towards, I think it's like Spawn 119 or something, you find out that Cagliostro has been using them this whole time to get the crown to Hell so he can rule Hell, and Spawn is then left again as Al Simmons, and he meets this weird witch named Nyx, and it's a whole weird fucking thing from that point on. And then Peter Tan started drawing instead of Greg Capullo, and it just started to suck. Anyway, so yeah, this is a Collectors Club exclusive. I'm going to open it up so you guys can take a look at it. I got this for less than $19 on eBay, which is fucking sad, because a year ago, my loose Jason Wynn Collectors Club exclusive was selling for $60. But it's time to stock up, guys, because in the next year or two, when the Spawn movie comes out, I see a huge resurgence for all this. He's never going to be able to make things the way he used to, and the way he used to was pretty cool. So I'm going to pause this, we're going to open the box, and you guys can take a look at what I got. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here is Collectors Club exclusive special edition figure Cagliostro. Let's see here if I can... There's a good detailing, dude. That's what I loved about McFarlane. His detail was insane. Whoa, let's focus back up there. Get back in there. Oh, it's focusing on the, How can I get this? There you go. It's hard to focus because there's reflections on the clamshell. That's a real cape, though. That's like a fabric cape, usually, with Spawn. He does the vinyl capes. But this is Cagliostro. I never thought I had Jason Wynn, and I got him at EB Games before it turned into GameStop for $2.99. They didn't know what they were selling me. And at the same time, I didn't know what I had, so I immediately opened it and put it up on my shelf. So now I have a loose Jason Wynn, but you don't see too many of those. You don't see too many of these. There's a huge influx right now of cheap-ass Spawn figures. So if you guys want one, this is something, like I said, I didn't think I'd ever have one of these. It's just something that, you see it in the comics. It's not a necessity, so you're not going to oh my god, I need to find it. But then when you do see it, and you say, you know what, I have a shit ton of Spawn figures, but the one I never got was Cagliostro. Why didn't I ever get that? And then you see it for $8 plus shipping and handling. And you need to grab it. It's just, I don't know. It's just something you got to do, right? So, this is going to go up on my shelf. Like I said, the new Spawn movie's coming out, so in the next year or two, maybe I'll do, you know what? Maybe that's what I'll have to do. I did a Ghostbusters video and showed you guys all my Ghostbusters stuff, but maybe I should do a Spawn video and show you all my Spawn stuff, including the comics that I have. I had the VHSs. I think they were left with my ex-wife, which means they're, I don't know, shoved up some junkie's asshole or some shit, I don't know. But I have the collector's DVD set of the animated series. By the way, they have a plug for it right there. Coming back in May 1999. So I have those. I have the movies. I have open figures, tons of open figures, just because I thought they were way cool. They look too cool to not be displayed, I had the Headless Horseman from Sleepy Hollow, and why would you put him in the box when he looks 10 times cooler standing up, riding on his horse. Like, I don't know. Some of them you do have to open it. Just like this, I don't necessarily have to open. It doesn't really require, like, you can see everything about this figure right here. But like I said, if it's something that comes with a lot of pieces, you know, you got guns everywhere, you got head pieces, you got, like, spare stuff over it. Like, you always need to put those together and display them. Not always, but, you know, if you want to, I guess. So I displayed a lot of mine, but then I also have tons that are unopened. I have an unopened Pilot Spawn, 2 of them. One is regular Pilot Spawn, and the other is a variant Pilot Spawn by Todd Toys, which, if you collect McFarlane, you know that Todd Toys, he originally called his company, and then he got sued because Todd Toys is a subsidiary of Mattel. So I have 2 figures, one's alternate, from the same product line under different names. They're both from the same series. They have the same back, the same colors, but one says Todd Toys, one says McFarlane Toys. I have an unopened Peter Pumpkin Eater from McFarlane's Twisted Fairy Tales. I had an unopened Creech. What else do I have over here? Hold on, let me put this. Okay, so unopened Creech. I got a Spawn vs. Urizen unopened. I have a Spawn vs. Violator Todd Toys box set. Fuck, dude, what else do I have?